the Jaguars are united on the bluffs of the mighty Mississippi to defend their turf. And this fall, they stalk in unison. This fall, they strike with ferocity. This fall, Jaguars proud as well.
Touchdown run. It's a lot of effort, a lot of determination.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome to another winning edition. How about this? A win streak going of your Inside the Jaguar Nation. She's Ashley Liotis. We'll be joined by Aaron Lee, by the way, here in just a second. I'm Brian Holland. And plenty of highlights to get to. A homecoming weekend and a victorious one at that.
Yeah, and the weather didn't stop anyone from putting on a show there at Southern. Let's dive into some highlights. Homecoming baby, injured wideout Randall Menard came out, and you saw Devin Gales there as well, throwing up a smile for the camera. The Jags in full effect. First quarter, Austin Howard with the handoff here to none other than Herb Edwards, and he takes it all the way to the end zone to put the Jags up 7-0. Second quarter, the Jags hit the Bulldogs with the surprise, and who is it? Yeah, quarterback Danny Johnson with a little receiver action. He snatches that 37-yard bomb from Howard. What can't you do, Danny?
The second half, the scoring continues. Edwards, more pay dirt right there. Jags up 21-0. And the celebration from the offensive lineman. You're going to see this in our play breakdown. Look at that throw from Austin Howard. Final of this one, 35-14. Our very own Aaron Lee, one-on-one with the head coach.
All right, Coach, congratulations on a big homecoming win. You guys pulled it out. Just tell me, what does it mean to pull that homecoming win out and stay undefeated on this turf?
Man, just get better, man. Just as long as the team get better, I'm happy, no matter what game it is, man. You want to win homecoming, you want to play well, give alumni some bragging rights, give them something to be excited about. And guys came out and they played hard, and I'm excited that they got the victory. Coaches and players, they did an outstanding job.
All right, Herb has had 2 back-to-back big games, making big plays, scored 2 touchdowns today. Just tell me how satisfied you are with his performance.
Well, I mean, we're still getting better, man. I think he's a senior. He's running the ball well, and I'm just happy he's having success. He's waited for his time, and I'm excited that he's been able to reap those rewards.
All right, you talked about playmakers. You had some guys step up, Jaguar making plays in the passing game, catching some balls, Dylan. You know, how satisfied are you with your playmakers, with these young guys stepping up and playing that role?
Well, I mean, we started 3 freshmen at receiver, man. My thing is you play guys, you recruit guys. Guys go down, next guys got to get ready. Calhoun got his first touchdown. Last week, 3 other freshmen scored their first touchdown. So as long as this team can keep getting better, you know, we have our adversity. We have our own adversity inside our program. But we try to just focus on getting these guys better, and if they do that every week, we got a chance to win.
All right, Coach, I'm going to wrap this up. How did it feel to see your offense put up points and your defense not give up points this week?
Well, you got to keep getting better. You know, we don't have spring ball, so it takes a while for our guys to figure out who we go play, and it takes a while when you haven't been in pass that long to figure out this game. So we just stay the course, man. We got a process, we got a plan, we got a philosophy. We follow it to the T, and it's been successful for us since we've been here. And we happy to go into October with a victory. We got a bye week. We'll get healthy, and then we'll get ready to come out of the bye week, ready to go take on Jackson State.
All right, thanks, Coach.
How about Coach Odom's soaked in victory? Okay, yes. All right. We're bringing in Aaron Lee. He was obviously there. You saw him there on the sideline talking to Coach Odom's. Always with your exclusive one-on-one right here Inside the Jaguar Nation. A little drier than you probably were yesterday, though, right?
Yes, it was a lot of rain. I was wet, but it was a great atmosphere.
Yep.
It was great to see some familiar faces with Randall Menard, Devon Gales on the sideline, and the Jaguars get another win. They stayed undefeated on the turf, right? On homecoming, you couldn't ask for a more perfect day.
Yeah, what else did you kind of see? I've noticed that number 21, number 25, they're familiar numbers, by the way, to those who tune in to Inside the Jaguar Nation. What else did you see?
It seemed like the offense looked perfect at times.
Yep.
It seemed like they punched them in the mouth on their scoring drives. Herb Edwards ran all over the field again. Danny Johnson played all 3 phases of the game.
Of course.
And Coach Odoms played both quarterbacks, Austin Howard and John Lampley, and they were able to spread the ball around to 9 different guys. But Austin, he wasn't shocked at all.
A good feeling seeing your guys ball. You know, we've been spreading it out every day in practice. You know, it starts in practice. So I just go with the game plan. Whatever Coach Barry calls, that's what we roll with. And whatever open, that's what I try to get the ball to. Watching film, Coach Barry and Coach Lee on it, and the rest of our offensive staff, you know, they seen what they was doing. And, I mean, I guess they thought, you know, those packages was going to work. And obviously they did. We got the dub. And that was it.
And Aaron, you were there. We know the offense put up the points, but the defense also on fire.
Ashley, they were more on fire. They were out there playing with passion, and they put some big hits on the Bulldogs. The Jags only gave up 52 rushing yards, which is the lowest on the season. And linebacker Kentavious Preston said he knows what this defense is capable of, and they showed it yesterday.
At the end of the day, we know what we're capable of as a defense, and I know the past weeks we really weren't showing that as far as stopping the run, but we knew what we were capable of doing. So this week was just a week that we really had to get out there and practice and show what we were capable of in the game today. The thing that was hindering us the last few weeks was tackling. I feel like we gained a lot. We tackled a whole lot better this week, and our fits were where they were supposed to be. So the tackling and the run fits.
Oh, and every week we, of course, bring you the sights, the sounds, the glory that is the human jukebox. But coming up next, well, what do you know? Aaron Lee's all over the place. He's actually on campus in the barber shop. We'll have more on that coming up.
You're watching Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm, with Brian Holland, Morgan Beard, Ashley Lyotis, and Aaron Lee.
That's right, a team effort right here on Inside the Jaguar Nation. I'm Brian Holland alongside Ashley Lyotis. What a game yesterday afternoon. It got a little wet out there, obviously. The weather played a little bit of a factor, but the diehard fans, they also showed up.
And guess who else showed up? None other than running back Herb Edwards, and he is this week's Performer of the Week.
All right, I'm here with Herb Edwards, this week's Performer of the Game. Look, now it's 2 back-to-back 100 rushing games. You scored 2 touchdowns today. Just what do you attribute that to?
My O-line. You know, my O-line is consistently getting better week in and week out. So, you know, when I have an O-line performing like they do, I got to perform. You know, I can't do nothing less but score twice and score over 100 yards when I have the O-line that I have in front of me.
All right, you guys came out and got the big homecoming win. They say if you don't win, it means nothing. You know, as a team, Jaguar Nation, how does it feel to come out and not only get the win, but you guys won, you know, big. So how does that feel as a team?
It feels great to be back on the winning side 2 weeks in a row because we had 2, you know, rough hitters, Southern Miss and UTSA. So we don't care if it didn't count or whatever it was. We was gonna win this game for us, you know, for the fans who came to see us play today. We was gonna win regardless if it counted or didn't count. So that was for us.
All right, despite the weather, was it tough kind of running out there and platting your foot and making cuts and things like that, despite the rainy weather and wet surface?
Football is played outside. That's the first thing Coach Odom told us today, is football is played outside, so get over it. You know, the element's gonna happen, get over it. It shouldn't affect your game.
All right, I want to wrap this up. Okay, you guys are going into the bye week. You had 2 great games. You know, how do you keep this rolling against Jackson State?
We don't get complacent. You know, that's the biggest issue that I see with a lot of teams. They may get complacent on the week before. You know, but I don't see that here. We still got the 4 weeks of practice. You know, it's nothing changed out of our schedule, study hall, weights, meetings. Nothing will change this week. So we make sure that we do not get complacent. And we know how important this game is for sure. So we going into another week, another hostile environment with the same mindset, bye week or no bye week. We got to win. So that's how we feel about it. They're a great team. You know, the Jags have always been a great team. Great team, great band, great stadium. So it's not going to be a cakewalk. So we're going to have to fight this game. So that's why this bye week shouldn't affect us because we know this, that we got another good opponent this week. So it shouldn't affect us at all. So.
All right, any big homecoming plans tonight or throughout the weekend?
None for camera purposes, you know what I'm saying? But just got to get my body right. You know, I'm not a big going out type of guy. I don't like too many big crowds. My body hurt, my shoulder hurt. So I kind of just want to go lay down. You know, kind of lay down and get something good to eat. That's it.
All right, appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Get some cooking, get healthy, and get ready for Jackson State. My favorite part of Jackson, it's the Battle of Bands. It's called the 5th quarter, and this is your Human Jukebox, of course.
All right, and coming up, Brian, you're actually going to break down some key plays for the Jags, and we'll bust out the calendar and give you a rundown of everything you need to know on campus.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
Welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation. It's time for us to break down the game tape and show you how the Jags pulled off some big key plays. Brian Holland breaks it all down in the film room for us. Brian?
Yeah, so you know I love the defensive side of the ball, but when I saw this film, this game tape, some of these offensive stars are really developing for the Southern Jaguars, and it really started here in the first half. We're going to start on the defensive side of the ball, actually coming over to the offensive side of the ball. You got Danny Johnson over here on the near side, and Austin Howard is going to see the cornerback blitz. So let's go ahead and roll this game tape. Danny Johnson, your best athlete on the field, one-on-one, the whole side of the field to himself. You know what they call that on the Monday Night Football crew? You got bossed. Taking it in for the touchdown. This is what I love. Just some smash mouth football, an unbalanced line, really the power on the right side of that offensive line, but they're going to shift that. Jodeci Harris, big number 77, 315 pounds, comes over to the left. The defensive line doesn't even move, and actually the safety over pursues, and then, hey, when your offensive line gets you there, you got to let them celebrate too. And then this one, just amazing. This one coming from Austin Howard. He knows he's got a one-on-one. A freshman, Catalon, there in the slot against the linebacker. Easy, does it. Look at the posture on this throw, by the way, from Austin Howard. Who does that? Puts it in a spot where only his receiver can get to it. And that is why Southern was so good on offense. And Austin Howard, hey, he had an injury, but he's come back. He's stepped up. He's, again, the leader of this team. Even though he's not 100% mobile, maybe not 100% healthy, he wouldn't admit that to you. He is still the leader of this offense, and the Jaguars really coming into their own here down the stretch, Ashley.
Just a lot of grit coming out of Austin Howard. That's what I like to see. I know we know football gets a lot of attention, but there's plenty of other stuff going on elsewhere in Southern athletics. Here's Morgan Beard.
Hey, thanks, guys. Southern busy as ever this week and beyond, so let's get right to it and see what happened and what will happen in the near future. Southern cross country in a battle versus Watson yesterday, and on Friday, women's soccer taking on Mississippi Valley State, the home of Jerry Rice, in case you forgot about that. Now, he didn't play women's soccer, but that matchup versus Southern going final on Friday, and their next game was supposed to be today, but weather playing a factor, postponing it, as SU's volleyball team, a victim to the weather scares as well, as the match versus Grambling State postponed too. Now, SU volleyball did get in some action, losing to Arkansas Pine Bluff on Thursday in 3 sets, but looking forward, the women's soccer team in action Friday, October 13th versus Alcorn State. That's it for your Southern sports schedule. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Morgan. Lots of Southern athletics, including the band here. That is what we like to see. The Human Jukebox as they take us to break. But don't worry, more Inside the Jaguar Nation is next, including a bunch of Southern quarterbacks. Yeah, we go behind the scenes with Austin Howard and some former quarterbacks. Plus, we'll catch you up with the SWAC standings this week.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation, just coming off a homecoming win. Since it's homecoming, we mix things up.
Can we do that?
I think we can. I mean, it is our Inside the Jaguar Nation.
Show.
Nothing like a little barbershop talk, right?
Yeah, I like that. This is a good one. Our own Aaron Lee, again, he's all over the place today. Got a chance to speak with current Jaguar quarterback Austin Howard and some former Jaguar quarterbacks, Dre Joseph and Quincy Richard.
It was a great experience. I mean, you know, we went through a lot. My freshman year, we was 2-7 or 2-9, something like that. And then, so my sophomore year also, we went 2-9. You know, around here, the Jaguar Nation, they so used to winning. So
people have a lot more access to you, and so they tell you when you're good, and they'll also tell you when you're bad.
Austin, having these guys come out during homecoming week, just to share this experience with you, give you some advice. How does that make you feel? Being that guy right now?
I mean, you know, just watching their demeanor, you know, just watching how they interact with people, you know, it gives me a lot of confidence, you know, to know that I could go out and do the same things they did. But I mean, you know, they always tell me, you know, don't be like them, be better than them.
Hearing that, Austin, what does that mean to you as far as the advice they're giving you?
I mean, this is not the first time I hear this. You know, I hang around this guy almost every day. So, I mean, you know, it's not always about football, but, you know, it's just little things that he do that I watch.
I'll tell you this, Dre, tell me that I didn't realize how hard it was to be a quarterback here off the field. To where even in the store, you gotta watch what you buy because some kid knows this and that, and you always got it on P's and Q's because there's a million eyeballs on you.
Austin, are you ready to take that responsibility here once you leave Southern as far as how these guys have done now?
I mean, I feel like I'm in it already. I mean, you know, like playing quarterback, like this is, like you probably more of a quarterback off the field than on the field. I mean, like I said, man, I feel like I'm in that spot already, and I feel like I'm doing a good job. You know, I could do an even better job of being a leader off the field. But I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm ready.
Wow. Really cool to see my man Drake Joseph there.
I know. We go back in the day as some old quarterbacks, but now the present day. Coming up, we're going to talk about some SWAC standings.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
Welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation. I'm Ashley Leotis alongside Brian Holland.
Yeah, okay, it is the bye week, but
yes,
we can look around the league, talk about that Southwestern Athletic Conference. Let's take a look at those SWAC standings out there in the West. Oh, Grambling State still up there on top. Southern, though, moving up there into that 2 spot.
Yep.
Watch out for Prairie View. They're kind of laying in the weeds there. They come up here in a few weeks, and then you've got UAPB and Texas Southern bringing up the rear there from Houston. How about the East standings? Alcorn State, they've been my favorite all year. And then you've got your next opponent, Jackson State. That, I don't care what their record is. I don't care what record you are. It's always a rivalry game, always one that you have to look out for. All right, that'll wrap things up here on Inside the Jaguar Nation. For Aaron Lee, Ashley Leotis, I'm Brian Hall. Thanks for joining us Inside Jaguar Nation.
Jaguar fans, exciting news. Come join President Ray Belton and myself, Athletic Director Roman Banks, at our home game season finale. A first-class experience at the first annual VIP party in the end zone on Saturday, November the 4th, starting at 2 p.m. Come out, wear your gold, and enjoy great entertainment, food, drinks, and a lot of fun from the field as the Jaguars battle the Prairie View A&M Panthers. A limited number of tickets are available. Please contact us for more information at 225-771-3171. Come out and enjoy the fun.